If you want to find out how strong a community really is,
You know, it could not exist without the faith of the people.
just look for its foundation.
I fully believe that it was an act of God.
We met Dr. Sandy Hutchinson in 2020,
I am just literally numb.
the morning that act of God forever changed the congregation she leads.
I could not believe a church that's been here since 1866 is now burning to the ground. And I literally fell to my knees.
The church that stood tall over Chesapeake's Coffee Town for well more than a century was reduced to ruins. Firefighters say lightning sparked the inferno that gutted the sanctuary. And when it came time to rebuild, the church looked to another fire for inspiration.
When there was nothing here, people could have walked away, but they stayed.
A flame that's burned in the heart of this community since the very beginning.
The church was the center of the community.
Gabriel Chapel AME Zion Church traces its roots to right after the Civil War, built and worshipped in by freed black families. Just about everything in Coffeetown was connected to it.
They had their own stores. They had their own banking system. They had their own educational system. It is the oldest African-American self-sustaining community in Virginia.
The church and land around it also served as a place of refuge for black families.
They would hide in the cemetery when they found invaders would come through the community to set fire to their homes or look for the young girls in the community.
In the decades since, Gabriel Chapel's walls have echoed a joyful noise until being silenced by the roar of flames and the wail of sirens on that stormy summer night in 2020.
I felt the weight of history on my shoulder.
Dr. Hutchinson felt a responsibility to rebuild. Since the church's insurance policy did not cover much of the damage, she started raising money.
His mother, Maddie Cuffey.
There's that name again.
You see, they're all kind of interrelated.
Church members paid for these new windows, etched with the names of parishioners past. Others helped fund everything from the steeple to the seats, all feeling that responsibility to their roots.
The older members have put that weight on their children. That's why you teach the history.
The church still owes a good bit of money to pay for the rebuild. Dr. Hutchinson says they're praying for donations to help with that, placing this congregation's future in the hands of a higher power.
Every time I come in this church, every time I preach in that pulpit,
And standing firm on that foundation built by faith.
I am reminded that I would not be in this place except for those who came before me.
Reporting in Chesapeake, Blaine Stewart, WTKR News 3.